This small metal box here is full of birthday candles. These are really handy when you need to light multiple fires and you don't want to waste more than one match or any more lighter fluid than you have to. Just light the candle and then use the candle to light this fire and this fire and this fire, and you're all good. These could also be used for light, obviously, or melting wax onto stuff. Anyway, I think there's 9 or 10 in here. Alright, now for the main part of the kit. This is a big tin box I got with a funny looking knife that looked like a gun type thing. This is blasting wire, which I can just slide off. Oops, sorry about that. It could be used for traps or tying stuff down. It's really handy stuff. Alright, so here's the tin. It's packed full of things. Oh wow, that's stuck to the top. Alright, there's the lid. It's got some info about Jesse James, just in case you need that out in the wild. It used to be an old antibiotics holder, but I filled it with matches because I found out it was waterproof. So I filled it with matches and wrapped some yellow duct tape around the outside. Good stuff to have. You will notice that I have a lot of fire starting devices in here. And that is because besides your knife and your brain, fire is probably the most important survival tool you can have. This is a slingshot pouch that you could use with the stretchy elastic band to make a slingshot. Handy stuff there. A large compass. I know I probably could have gotten a smaller one, but this is just the one I happened to get. It's a lensatic compass for reading maps and finding distances and stuff. Obviously that way is north. I don't know. It's a good feature to have. This little Bear Grylls survival manual comes with every Bear Grylls product you buy, so I have 2 Bear Grylls products, so I have 2 of these. One of them is in my smaller pocket kit, which I have another video on. Anyway, this is, it's just full of handy survival info. I mean, I know some of it's just basic head knowledge stuff, but if you get in a crash and you go through some head trauma or something and you can't remember your basic survival skills, it's nice to have a reminder. Alright, Zippo lighter, has a bass on the front, if you could see that, full of fuel. That's 3 Zippo lighters I have in here already. Fire is a very important thing to have. This is an old waterproof flashlight which doesn't work anymore, so I took out the innards and replaced it with matches. And more matches. The matches that came in this box were crap, so I replaced them with Strike Anywhere matches. Obviously there's a striker on the side of the box. And also I have a piece of sandpaper in here to strike matches as well. These are the end of Q-tips cut off and put in a bag. These are excellent fire starters, even without the petroleum jelly, because if you get part of the stick on there, it has some of that glue that comes in that they use to glue together the Q-tips, and it burns great. These are amazing. I probably have 50 in this bag. There's a lot. More Neosporin, vacuum sealed in this little plastic thing. Handy to have. A sewing kit. I have 3 colors of thread and 3 needles, one of them really large. I wrapped it all around a cardstock, and that's obviously used for repairs and other things. This is a crappy little signal mirror I found one day out in the woods. It does shine light, as you can tell. Pretty. I punched a hole in it myself, that's why it's kind of dumb looking. But good for signaling, obviously. Magnifying glass. Whoa, that's kind of cool. You can see my light bulb up there. That's kind of neat. Anyway, fire starting purposes, obviously, as well as finding splinters or whatnot, stuff like that. Good to have a magnifying glass. Alright. Got a ton of band-aids in here. Here's 4 of the small ones, 5 of the small ones. Fishing line. Have this wrapped around some cardstock. There's maybe, I don't know, 50 feet here. Fishing line's good stuff. And I know you could use the innards of your paracord, but if my paracord's already tied up in shelter or something, I don't want to untie it all. This is just an instruction page on how to use the Lensatic compass if I do happen to have a map with me. Just tells me how to use it. You can also burn that too. Okay, hang on, let me get these all out of here real fast. There's a lot of them. Come on. There. These are little salt packets made out of little straw sections. Basically what I did was I cut straw sections and melted the end, and then I poured in salt and melted the other end and crimped it together, and I have these little straw packets. And they're full of salt. And salt is good because it can be hard to come by salt out in the wilderness. So good packets for seasoning your food or something like that. Okay, we're getting to the end. This is taking a long time. Alright. Wire saw. These things are amazing. I've had several of these and they cut awesome. Basically just hold on to the rings like this and then saw like this across the branch, and it's got little abrasive teeth on there. My stupid camera won't focus so you can't see it, but it has little abrasive teeth on there. Really handy. Down in the bottom here, some gauze pads, good for first aid. A couple of large band-aids. Here's a small pencil for writing in that notebook that I showed way earlier in the video. A couple of buttons to sew on for repairs or something. Handy items. Got some fishing weights along with 3 or 4 fishing hooks, 5 fishing hooks. Handy items there. I don't know what this little paper is. It's just a little sheet of paper, I guess. Here's some safety pins for repairs, or you could use these as fish hooks. And that's about it in my main survival kit. You can also use the tin to boil water in or cook food. Real nice kind of setup there. But yeah, that's my entire kit. You could also check out the video on my knife kit as well as my small pocket kit. Then feel free to go check those out. Like I said, you can... Wow, that's not in frame at all. You can use all of these kits in conjunction with one another. You just thread the knife kit and the pocket kit onto the belt, and you're pretty much set to survive. That's my large survival kit. Thanks for watching.